Hi guys! So this week, it's been a good week for the most part, and this time I actually remember what happened. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just give you a rundown day by day so you can see why I'm so happy, why I'm excited about a lot of different things. So here we go! My good week started on Sunday, because like I said, I went to the car show with my dad and I got to meet Danielle. I sang for her, she videotaped me, whatever, you know. That was really, really exciting. And when I got to school on Monday, you know, it should be crappy and you're not that excited, you don't have a lot of energy and whatever. And I really didn't. And, you know, I had rehearsal for the musical on Monday too, so that really kind of sucked. But after rehearsal, I logged on to Instagram and I found out that American Pickers had found my picture on Instagram with Danielle. I log on and I start freaking out because the official Instagram page for the show had found my picture with Danielle, and I was just like over the moon, and it was great. It was like, oh my god. Tuesday I got my marks back for my diploma, and I was really, really nervous about finding out what I got, but I couldn't wait till I got them in the mail. So I went on Tuesday morning and I asked Ms. Atkinson what my mark was. She said that I went in with a 77 and that I came out with an 84. And I was like, what? The best part for me about this whole thing was not that my mark went up, but that I had actually passed the diploma. So when I found out what my actual mark on the diploma was, I freaked. Marissa, what was your mark on the diploma? Because you're not really saying anything about it, you're kind of avoiding it. Well, there's a reason for that. I'm avoiding it just because I want it to be like as exciting as it was for me when I found out, but I don't know how well that's gonna go over. I got a 90 on my diploma and I was super excited. Like, I was jumping up and down, I was shaking, I was in disbelief. I was like, how did I get a 90 on my diploma? Honestly, I have never gotten over like a 70 on any finals in my entire life. Never. My English teacher and one of the other teachers that I interact with like weekly, they were both really, really surprised to hear that I got a 90. And actually, this other teacher that I talked to, she was like, you got over the average. You like really got over the average. Because apparently the average mark on the English diploma is a 60 and I got a 90. When I told my English teacher what I got on my final, I made the mistake of saying it in front of my social teacher. I wasn't really thinking, because like my social teacher and my English teacher, they're like best friends. And so my English teacher, he came into my class and I said, hey Humphrey, guess what? Marks came in, and he's like, yeah, I know. It's like, I got a 90 on the exam, and he's like, really? And he gave me a high five. And then my social teacher, he looks at me and he's like, we're just waiting for me to respond. He's like, you want me to get a 90 on your final too, don't you? He's like, yeah, that'd be great, because then it actually looks like I know what I'm doing. And I was like, really, Sinclair? But yeah, I got a 90 on my final and I was jumping up and down for the entire day. I had a good day because I got to make some really cool stuff, and I made a lot of new friends, and actually here's some pictures. So during this trip I got to take like 6 mini classes for like just to see what you would do in classes like that. So I took a musical theater class and I learned part of a dance routine for one of the songs in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I loved that class, it was so much fun. I took casting in plastic next. This is gonna look creepy, but here's the, I don't know if you can see it. This is the, like, yeah, that's the result of the casting in plastic class. After lunch, I went to a student music recital, and I didn't really know what this class was because I didn't really know what any of my classes were because I didn't read the descriptions of them. I kind of just picked based on the title. And I kind of should have thought about it when I signed up for the recital, but I didn't. So I walked in and I got to watch a performance and it was really, really cool. But what made it weird for me was that I ran into one of my friend's siblings at the school during this recital, and I was just like, whoa. It was honestly really, really creepy that I ran into him, and I was just like, oh my god, you and your brother look exactly the same. And I almost didn't believe it was him. You know, it was just one of those weird moments I had, which I have a lot of. Then I took shadow casting photography workshop, and it was really cool. Like, I didn't really expect it to be fun or that I was actually gonna learn anything. I got to make 3 prints from it, and they turned out pretty cool, I think. It was really awesome and I loved it. And my final class was auditioning for TV and film. I had taken that class last year when I went on this trip, and I kind of regretted not getting up and participating. But this year I actually got up and I let people criticize me. And I know that sounds bad. The whole point of the class is to get in front of the camera and, you know, find out what kind of roles you can play, see how you look on camera, kind of thing. I got up in front of the camera, and the first thing I heard when people saw me was, oh my god, it's Leah Michelle. And I'm not even kidding, because when I have my bangs down, apparently I look so much like her. And actually, that's why I went as Rachel for Halloween. It was really, really funny. Something that was also said was that I could play like a nerd in a movie, and then I can get like hot by the end of it. So it's kind of that stereotypical character where, you know, she starts off being awkward and nobody likes her, and by the end all the guys want to date her, and she's like all of a sudden with the most popular guy in school. I can play that role apparently, and my mom also says I can play the ditz, but my drama teacher also says that as well, and that's only because I was the ditz in my short play last year. I went home at lunch, or after lunch, because I felt like crap, but you know, I got to see a motivational speaker and he was really, really awesome. I actually really enjoyed his presentation, and I just like participated. I watched it twice because I had to go with my first period class and my second period, and it was just great. It was kind of a religion thing, but you didn't feel like it was a religion thing because he interacted, he told you stories about like his family and things, and you know, he made it fun. I'm really super excited because last night I got to watch the new video for IM5, and oh god, just that's all I'm gonna say about that. The Talk Dirty cover, just I've been listening to it all day. That's all. That's it. That's all I have to say. Yesterday I had rehearsal, and I mean that's not really exciting. And today's just, you know, another bland day, whatever. It's nothing really like exciting. I mean, really, I had school. I'm gonna be 18 in 21 days, and I'm not sure how to take that news. Everybody says it's all exciting and it's great, and it's like, no, you don't understand. Yeah, so I'll be 18 in 21 days, and I'm kind of excited, but at the same time I'm not. I have grad photos next week, and that's why I look like I'm actually wearing makeup today. I have to come up with like ideas for my grad photos, because it's not just like cap and gown, diploma, rose, whatever the hell they give you for your pictures. No, I actually get to do a photo shoot. What I want to do for my grad photos is I want like a dramatic look. I want to be kind of like a rocker, because I told you to be your personality, and not that I'm a rocker in any way, but I want to like have this badass picture that I can use for things and just be so proud of it, because I currently don't have one of those. I have headshots that make me look like I'm a Broadway star, but that's completely different. So I actually have been attempting to try and create a smoky eye. Not that it's worked really well, because I've only done it twice. You can't really tell unless I go really close up in camera, but that's not a good angle, so I'm not gonna do it. Shit, I gotta remember to ask Mr. Kennedy if I can borrow one of the guitars, because I don't have an electric guitar. I have an acoustic, and an acoustic guitar and a rocker chick. Yeah, I don't know how well that's gonna work. The musical at school is coming up really, really soon. There's only 3 weeks left, and I'm really excited for it, but I'm kind of ready for it to be over. I'm not even gonna try and lie on that one. We have 6 shows this year. 6. 2 years ago we only had 3 shows, and this year we have 6. And I'm kind of like, oh my god, what even? Why? No. The weekend of my 18th birthday is gonna be all about the musical at school and not about me. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be so funny for me. My friend in grade 10, she's planning on getting a Cinderella doll for my birthday. And there's a reason for that, and it's because of Dalton. Because Dalton was Cinderella in the Disney Dudes mashup, she's gonna get me a Cinderella doll, and that means I have to get her an Ariel one because Cole was Ariel, and yeah, it's just gonna be a shit show. I'm gonna be bringing home a Cinderella doll, and I'm gonna be 18, and my parents are gonna look at me like, what the hell? And I'd be like, no, that's the thing with Jolene, it's kind of just a us thing, don't worry about it. It's gonna be really, really weird. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else I need to say, and I think I've talked too much, so bye guys!